gives us practical advice to go the extra mile, to do more than is what is asked from us. Matthew 5, verse 41. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him 2. To give and to lend. Matthew 5, verse 42. Give to him that asketh thee, and from him that would borrow of thee, turn not thou away. He teaches humility in giving and in praying. Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 through 8. Take heed that you do not your alms before men, to be seen of them. Otherwise you have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thy alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have no reward. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth, that thy alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corner of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say to you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. When you pray, use not vain repetitions as the heathen do, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. But not you, therefore, like unto them, for your Father knoweth what you have need of before you ask him. And Jesus teaches us how to pray. Matthew 6, verses 9 through 13. Jesus says the Lord's Prayer. After this manner, therefore, pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. Jesus teaches us the importance of forgiveness. In Matthew 6, verses 14 and 15. For if you forgive men their trespasses, your Father will also forgive you. But if you forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. Jesus teaches us what we should strive for in our work, in our lives. In Matthew chapter 6, verses 19 through 21. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth destroy, where thieves break through and steal. Lay for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, where thieves do not break through or steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Jesus says that we should not work for these things of the earth that will pass away, but we shall work for what will last forever in our eternal home with Him in heaven. Jesus teaches us not to be judgmental, but to help others to do what is right. In Matthew 7, verses 1 through 5. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you shall be judged. And with what measure you measure, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou thy mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thy own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out thy mote out of thy own eye? And behold, the beam is in thy own eye. Now hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, that thou shalt see clearly to cast the mote out of thy brother's eye. Jesus teaches us that God answers prayer. In Matthew 7, verses 7 through 11. Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it be shall open unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it will be opened. Of what man is there of you, whom if his son asks bread, will he give him a stone? Or if he asks a fish, will he give him a serpent? If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give him good things to him that ask? Jesus teaches us the golden rule in Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. Therefore, all things whatsoever you would that men should do unto you, do even so to them. For this is the law of the prophets. Jesus shows us the test for prophets about what kind of ministers we should listen to. Matthew 7, verses 15 through 23. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Do you not know them by their fruits? Do men gather grapes or thorns, or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bear evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and cast devils out in thy name, and done many wondrous works in thy name? And then will I confess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Christ teaches us to build on his teachings. Matthew chapter 7, verses 24 through 27. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened to a foolish man, which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. This message that Jesus is giving us is a spiritual message, that we should follow the teachings of Jesus, that the foundation of our lives should be him. But even so, it is practical advice on the way we should live our lives day to day, on how we should treat others. Even this spiritual advice about building on the rock is practical advice too. I remember when I was here in 2008, many people died in Cleveland, the squatters who built their house upon the sand. We should follow Christ's example, Christ's teachings here. We should build upon what he says and follow according to his word. Jesus taught us a practical religion for everyday living, not a religion just for show. To love others in actions, not our deeds. So my prayer for us, brothers and sisters, is that we as Adventists will be known for our love for one another, the good works that we do for others. Because there are many people who go out in there and they go around preaching, but they're not following God's way. They go around preaching, begging for money. That's not what leads people to Christ. As Christ said, there are many false prophets who go around preaching and do many miracles in his name. But what Jesus commends the righteous for is showing love for others. And those simple things. Feeding the hungry, giving water to the thirsty, taking in the strangers. Let's be like that. Thank you. May God bless us all.
Amen.